So I'll take a few of these out on the squad bike, but I'll just grab this one and stick it in and see what they make of it. As I've said, this is 15% magnesium, and it's not that bitter, to be perfectly honest. I obviously have, just for educational purposes, taken one for the team and tried it for you. Last year we had a lot of grass staggers in the sheep, and when I say a lot, I mean a hell of a lot. I was even putting magnesium flakes in the water, it was that bad. Now, we usually give the cattle big buckets of this, but as you know, we have less cattle on than usual. A lot have been sold already. Actually, that many of them left, so I've just got what I need. I'm leaving it here on this muddy bit just because in the past I've put it in the middle of that field there thinking I was being really clever, and all winter all I had to look at was a brown circle in the middle of the field, and it drove me mad. So I'll just keep it in this area. It's a mess anyway. What can I do? So they're already showing interest. Within 10 seconds of me walking away, obviously the guys are coming in. Let's see what they reckon to it. The calves do not need this, by the way. It literally is just for the cows. This is where getting the right amount of buckets out for your cows is paramount. It's no good when one dominant cow or two dominant cows end up licking the lick, and the weaker ones obviously get pushed back. There is a hierarchy in cows, we know this. So yeah, look, that red one is definitely in there and no one else is getting in. Anyway, I've got a fair few to put out, so I'll get them out. So in autumn, the grass is having that little flush, and it will be low in magnesium and high in potassium, and these two elements spell double trouble for the availability of the magnesium in the cow. And that is why we have to make provision and make sure that they have access to it. It's after periods of like rainfall when there's a flush of fresh grass, you should be really careful, and this is why I'm putting the buckets out in the first place. We already know that we do suffer, usually November time with staggers. Now with the sheep last year, we suffered immensely. It was so bad I ended up putting magnesium flakes in the water. We lost a fair few animals to grass staggers, sheep that is. We haven't lost a cow for a couple of years, but we are very vigilant because of mostly my mistake, to be fair. The only downside to using buckets is, you know as well as I do, you always get that cow hierarchy, and it's pretty obvious. When you put buckets out, one cow will literally happily sit there pushing everyone out of the way and troughing on the bucket all to herself. And then another cow might get a little bit of a look in, and then another lesser, weaker cow might actually never get a look in and get pushed out every single time. So it's really important to have as many buckets out as possible. I know they're expensive, but do you know what? It's better than losing a cow, isn't it?